Recording in progress.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hannah Hostick. I'm co-president of the Friends of the Sterling Road Library. And today we are honoring those participants in our Dedicate a Shelf program. We'll start now with our first person. Wait,
Recording in progress.
I'm Lauren Sharp Azulai. I grew up in Hollywood from age 2, 1955, do the math. And one of the most important things in my life was what was then the Hollywood Library. When we first moved here, it was in downtown Hollywood. And then they moved from, I think it was on Polk Street where the post office is now. And then they moved to the Circle, the downtown at 26th Avenue. And every week, at least once a week without fail, our mother took us to the library. I had a special relationship with one of the librarians. She saw me coming. She opened a secret drawer and took out the most beautiful bookmarks that were sent to her and saved them for me. I had a collection of Chinese lantern bookmarks that I kept in my bedroom. It was so special to me. Jeff, thanks for getting choked up because now I am too. Sorry. Sorry. So one of the things I found in my mother's house when she passed away, and she passed away after my stepdad, was her list of books that she wanted to read. And a lot of them were checked off, but they weren't all checked off. So I took that list, I looked for it before I came today, but I put it somewhere safe, but I couldn't find it. But it was very special that I had that from her. She also used to love to talk with her grandchildren about books, depending on which grandchild. It was either Stephen King or Carl Hiaasen or science fiction, but she always kept in touch with the grandchildren about books. In fact, she also wrote a book. We have not gotten it published, unfortunately. My father taught me so much about libraries and how they're organized that in the 5th grade at Hollywood Hills Elementary School, when the librarian hurt his back and had to have surgery, along with another little girl in the 5th grade, we ran the library together. The only thing that we didn't do was type cards. The lady from the office came in and did that, but we ran the library. We checked the books out. We reshelved them when they were returned. We ran the whole thing. And it was I learned a lot more than my dad had already taught me. My stepfather, Richard Gold, my dad's name was Arthur Scharf, my mother, Bunny Scharf, later Goldstein. My stepdad, Richard Goldstein, was also a big book person. And he volunteered in his last years to edit books on tape for the blind or the visually impaired at Insight for the Blind, which is in Fort Lauderdale. And once a week, even when he couldn't drive anymore, somebody would get him down to their office and he would edit them. Somebody else recorded, but he would listen and follow and edit them if they were wrong. When he passed away in September 2009, my mother died two months later. The daughter, I had to clean out the house. And one of the first things I needed to do was return library books. There were a lot of library books. And I opened them, I said, oh, gotta get these books back. And so when I moved back to Hollywood, this was one of my first stops, was to come here and get a library card. And it was very important to me. And later, before that, when I had moved away, I was living in North Carolina in a small town in Appalachia. And I was so involved in the library that they made me president of the Friends of the Library there. They were very upset with me when I moved, and I still edit their appeal letters for them or write them. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you all. And I dedicated the shelf for the 3 of them.
so sweet. Thank you. Okay,